Hi, this is Danny Ryan, and this is the Three Will Podcast. And today we're continuing on our series of interviews with folks at Three Will. And today I've got Bruce Harple with me, our VP of Delivery. Bruce, thanks for joining me.
Yep, glad to be here, Danny.
Awesome, awesome. As VP of Delivery, what do you focus on inside of Three Will?
If I had to net it out, my job essentially is to make sure that at the end of the day, we successfully deliver to our customers, and that we meet or exceed their expectations, and that they're happy with the solutions that we deliver them.
Awesome, awesome. That's sounds like a challenging role.
It is, but we have a great team of consultants who are really focused on our customers and their business requirements and their business needs, and really work hard to make sure that they love to please their customers. So it helps to have a team of people with that level of commitment to their customers and to their customer success.
Do you have a favorite part about this role that you really enjoy?
I think for me, one of the things I really enjoy about being in the consulting business and building custom solutions like we do is that every customer, every kind of business and problem domain that you work with is different.
Hmm.
So you get to learn something new about either an existing customer's business or a new customer's business, and it's always a new challenge. And you're kind of taking what you've learned from the past. You're taking design patterns that you've applied in the past, and really taking kind of all this IP you've accumulated over the years, and really trying to figure out what's the best and most effective way to solve this customer's problem, in a way that's sustainable by them, and in a way that fully meets their requirements. So to me it's exciting, and it's exciting to solve business problems, and it's exciting to see customers become more effective and efficient in their business processes.
Well, you're great at what you do. I mean, I'm always amazed at what we hear back from customers with regards to satisfaction. I get to send out the reviews, and hearing back from customers and what you and folks do on projects it just amazes me. So thank you for doing an awesome job.
You bet. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, a lot of that credit goes to our teams and the processes that we follow. I think we're very disciplined. As you know, we follow an agile process, which is a very kind of rapid delivery type process, very incremental in getting new features to our customers, and they love that. They love getting drops of new features and new codes every 2 or 3 weeks. So that really plays well with our customers, and they appreciate what we do, and the quality which we deliver.
That's great. And for folks who are listening, there is the next podcast that we're going to do. We're going to actually dive into some of that process. So definitely listen to that, and we'll dive into more work-related topics. Now for the fun part, let's hit some personal stuff. Outside of being VP of delivery at Three Will, how do you spend your weekends? What do you do on off hours? Tell me a little bit more about that.
I have a young family. I have a son who's 10 years old. So, spending time with he and my wife is really where I spend most of my time, outside of Free Will. We all love being outdoors. We love sports. We love, out hiking. We love water sports. I live in Charleston, South Carolina. So, obviously being out on the water and the beach is, where everybody goes. We have our spare time. So, really enjoy the outdoors and spend time with my family.
That's awesome. And so for people who might not know, so your majority of your time's in Charleston, and then is it like every other week that you're down here? Is that right?
Yeah, roughly every other week. I commute back and forth between Charleston and Atlanta.
Uh-huh. So while you're commuting, do you have a favorite TV show or movie or book or author that you have?
I think some of the books I've really enjoyed recently is the books by Bill O'Reilly. Killing Kennedy, Killing Lincoln, and Killing Jesus. Just in some ways, it's actually a history lesson of that day and that time.
Nice.
Yeah, learned a lot more than I knew, even growing up, at least in the Kennedy's time. But I think he's got a couple new ones. I think I've seen a Killing Patton and Killing Reagan. So I look forward to reading those as well.
You like reading about people dying? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't think about that, Danny. That's interesting.
Now for the really personal question. What type of phone do you use, and do you have a favorite app on that phone?
Yeah, I use an iPhone. I've actually got an iPhone 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought about doing the 6 Plus, but I really, wanted to stay with the 6 because it was easy to fit in my pocket, fit in the cup holder of my car, and things like that. And probably two apps that I really love. One is we've heard a lot about lately is Waze.
Mm-hmm.
Using that for navigation. I mean, it's just I'm amazed at that app. I love the way it tells you when there's obviously an accident. Police officer routes you alternate ways, and it's just amazingly accurate. The other app I use every day is Google News. So I love that because it's a real quick way to kind of get a snapshot of the headlines around the world, both around the world, in the U.S., locally. There's an entertainment section, a sports section, science and health. So it's a great way for me to kind of stay connected to what's going on in real short snippets because, as you know, we're all busy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to kind of take in the news and find out what's going on. So for me, it's a great way to stay connected to what's happening out there in the world.
Very nice. And is that a an app that's put out by Google, or is it like a third party app?
Now, it's put out by Google.
Okay. Interesting. I'll have to check that one out. I don't think I've seen that one. If last question for you, and it's my self-serving question, which is, what do you like about working at Three Will? Assuming you like working at Three Will, what do you like about working at Three Will?
Absolutely. I think the thing that probably stands out the most, and I mentioned a couple times, is just the people. The people I work with there. It's just a set of very high integrity people that always focus on doing the right thing, that just collaborate amazingly well together
Hmm.
and work well together for the success of the customer. A very kind of very humble, serving environment. Very low ego, and it's just a pleasant place to be and pleasant people to work with. And I think we all have the same goals and principles and desires, both not only in our, jobs at Three Will and serving our customers, but also in our personal lives and, making sure that we have that work-life balance. That's, I think, important to most of us at Three Will, and it's important to me, with a young family, that I can spend that time with them, yet still, stay committed and do what I need to do to be successful at Three Will and help Three Will be successful as well. So
That's awesome.
I think it's around the people there.
That's great to hear that. And I appreciate you just taking the time to do this, to share a little bit more about your personal life, work outside of work. And thank you for doing this, Bruce.
You bet. I enjoyed it, Danny.
You betcha. And for folks, is we're going to be recording a podcast here in just a little bit. So the next one up will be one that will be focusing in on process and setting customer expectations. I look forward to doing with Bruce. So tune in for that one as well. And thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.